This honestly gets me so excited. But what is really, really cool about this game is that they're embedding the actual gameplay elements and mechanics directly with blockchain tech.
It will be completely player-driven economy.
What's up, everyone? Kareem here from Unix, and joining me, as always.
What's up? It's Ali. How you doing, guys?
So today we got something a little bit different. It's something that we're really, really excited about. We're going to be talking about something that's really early in development, but it's something that we've got our eyes like just locked on, like aim assist on in Warzone locked on.
Since literally the point that we first laid our eyes on this project, we are literally following it constantly, and there's a lot to talk about. There's a lot of features that you don't see in now this NFT gaming space, right?
So enough of the suspense. The project we're talking about is Cradles.io. Now there's a ton of information to cover, and we don't have time to do that in one video. So make sure that you're subscribed so that you can be notified whenever we post updates on this insane project. But enough of that. Let's get right into it. So Sally, what do you know about Cradles?
Good. Cradles is the first time-lapsing metaverse game, a living, breathing virtual world that continues to evolve and progress, simulating the laws of time and physics just like in real life. So I read that from the official webpage because it literally tells you exactly what it is. First, they got me by time-lapsing, right? You don't see these kind of features, especially not now in the NFT gaming space at all.
Right.
An ever-evolving world. Yeah. So Cradles is literally, it will be an open world. So emphasize on open world, right? And it's hard. There's a lot of projects who literally say, okay, we are open world, but they're actually instanced, right? Open world, you can compare it to a likes of Elden Ring that you already mentioned, right? And as well, World of Warcraft. It's an open world where you don't have boundaries, except maybe when you go from continent to continent, and then you need to take, I don't know, a teleportation device or an aircraft, whatever, to get there, and that's just the loading screen in between. But normally, in this day and age, there's a lot of games who literally, have each section instanced to make it easier. So I'm really curious how literally Cradles will do this.
Right. No, it's a good point. I mean, for those of you who don't know, when you're talking about a true open world, you're talking about anything that you can see in the distance is something that you can get to. That's kind of like a pretty broad definition. And a lot of games do like to have kind of pre-rendered things in the distance that you can't actually get through without a loading screen. And that is not a true open world, right? So think about GTA. Anything you can see, you can drive to and you can get to, it's a true open world. But that's not what's most exciting about this, though. What is really, really exciting about this is that this is one of the very first crypto games, NFT games, that utilizes a subscription method, like a subscription model.
If not the first, I think even.
Yeah, it could be the first. I don't want to say first just in case, but it's definitely one of the first.
What are the benefits of having a subscription-based game?
Well, let's go through it. So there are two types of kind of subscription games. There are games where the game is actually there's more than two. There's a free-to-play game that has like a premium subscription option. There's games like Elder Scrolls Online, which is not a free game, but also has a subscription for added features. And then there's games that are almost entirely subscription-based. Now, the advantage of having a subscription is that it's more for the developers. It's guaranteed kind of income for people to play the game. You know what I mean? So they don't have to egregiously monetize other things like have horrendous ads and all that stuff. So a subscription model really just helps the developers make sure that all the content is always going to be available to all the player base. And anybody who's paying a subscription has incentive to play the game, and support the game's development and the community, and not, cheat and hack and just be toxic and be a detriment to society.
I think we can expect then also more quality from a game if it's subscription based.
I mean, obviously, depending on the developers, and here's hoping that they're all just good guys, it allows them to invest more time and more money and more effort back into the game and to grow it and build it exponentially. Subscriptions always end up coming with these added benefits, especially when you have games that have an optional subscription model. Maybe you can play for free, but you're a little bit gated Whereas if you get a subscription, for example, in Elder Scrolls, you have unlimited, crafting material storage. So anyway, that kind of covers subscription. I really like the idea of it. You just know that anybody who's paying a subscription model is dedicated to the game, and that's what I love to see, man.
In this case, it will have additional benefits, right? So if you go also to the official webpage, right, and I think really they did really an awesome job with the webpage. It looks MMO, RPG-ish, right? And then if you scroll down and you go to the new tokenomics, right, and they stated
dinosaurs though.
Dinosaurs. We will come to the videos though.
Right, we will. So there are a lot of things that this game does uniquely. We have the white paper. We're not going to go through it in this video because it is 39 pages long, but it will be linked down below. But what is really, really cool about this game is that they're embedding the actual gameplay elements and mechanics directly with blockchain tech, right?
Nice. Yeah.
So they're like, I mean, there's a ton of technical information on that white paper that just goes way beyond like my level of understanding. But from what I understood is that they are heavily focused not just on using blockchain as an earning mechanism, but they're truly integrating game mechanics, the day-night cycles. Everything about this game is truly integrated within the blockchain in a way that I've never seen done before, in a way that I didn't even know was possible, to make sure that they are just milking every ounce of juicy tech that Web3 has to offer to just enhance the game.
Well said. And top of that, right, subscription, because it's going to be a subscription-based game, there will be no transaction fees.
That's awesome, right? And because it's a subscription-based game, obviously we don't know for sure, but it looks like you won't need to buy an extremely like overpriced NFT on. Most people end up missing the initial NFT sales and stuff, so they end up having to get their NFTs from a third-party market like OpenSea. And the problem with that is it generally tends to be not the most affordable thing.
Yeah.
So what's cool about a subscription model is that anybody who has that whatever price that they're going to charge, whether it's $10, $20, anybody who wants to play the game, just $20 like you would for a World of Warcraft subscription, right?
Yeah.
And you just get in and you play this incredibly ambitious title. And while we won't touch too much on it now, but we will talk about it later, this Cradles.io is being built as a game. It is going to be a metaverse down the line, but in the white paper they mentioned it themselves. They don't want to market it. They don't want to advertise it as a metaverse, because if they did that and they had to try to release this huge overarching universe, then the development time would just be incredibly slow.
Yes.
So they're trying to just release some juicy content for us right now.
On top of that, if I just mentioned regarding the 0% transaction fee, and let me just read what they wrote there. There are various modes of in-game transactions, and we will only charge a small tax on transactions of valuable items. For small transactions between players and peer-to-peer transactions, there's no transaction fee.
So, I mean, there's just a ton to go through here. And I promise you guys, there will be a lot more Cradles content to come, because we're so unbelievably excited.
Can you just scroll to the next section under the subscription base as well? Like, just point these 3 points here. It's very important. A whole new economic system, right? The first subscription crypto game that we already mentioned, and exchange between players. So it will be completely player-driven economy.
This honestly gets me so excited, because like I'm just getting all these, auction house WoW vibes, where players can sell anything that they, earn. Like, you got a mage, you found a sword, don't need the sword, sell that sword, profit. I'm just getting these like awesome MMORPG vibes, and like I know a lot of MMORPG fun is combat and all that stuff, but a huge part of the fun is also what you can do with the economies in MMORPGs, and we're talking way before Web3. So I'm really excited to see what's coming.
Exactly, because MMORPGs, and people may only think, okay, it's only player versus player or PvE, player versus environment, going ahead, taking down bosses and so on. But it's much more. It's playing with other people, socializing with them, trading with them, all that you can think of. It all belongs into this MMO world, and that's why this project. That's why it caught our eyes. We really are eager to see what it's going to become. And so far, And you know what? Now is the time to go into the videos to show.
I just want to check it out. So, all right. Let's start with the spiral ammonite because I honestly don't know what that is.
It's an underwater creature, I think. Right?
Looks like, yeah.
It's just a 6-second clip. You know, the graphics. There's not a lot of games out there with triple A graphics, right? In this NFT gaming space.
There are tons in development, obviously. Nothing that is not that I know of that is currently available in like its full, glory, I guess. But I'll tell you what, I'm really excited for this. Let's watch this video together and like tell me that this doesn't give you a little bit of Breath of the Wild vibes with like the kind of color schemes.
The color scheme, 100%.
Yeah.
It gives me a little bit, a Breath of the Wild style with the color scheme. It gives me the idea behind it, and then when I see, dinosaurs and everything, it gives me this arc. You know arc?
Yeah.
Right, the survival game itself, kind of, also vibe, and then it has a little bit also. You have building, you have the cities. There's, I don't know how many. I think it was a total of 7, if I'm not mistaken, 7 cities actually that you can choose one, and then you can do a lot of things into these cities, building and so on. And that screenshot there, that you just see it. Look at this.
Absolutely beautiful.
And we're talking about in-game graphics, by the way.
Right.
And that's why I mentioned this AAA, because it really looks freaking amazing. Again, don't forget what we mentioned at the beginning, time-lapsing, right?
Right.
There will be evolving, ever breathing, ever
evolving, ever changing. Yeah,
exactly.
No, there's so much to it. There are 100%. Different kinds of NFTs and all that stuff. But I'll tell you what, make sure you're subscribed because we're going to be talking about that real soon. All the nitty gritty about the NFTs and all that, fun stuff. But I'll tell you what, man, I'm honestly so stoked. I am so excited for this project.
I'm scared.
Are you scared?
Yeah, I'm scared.
Are you scared of dinosaurs?
No, I'm not scared of dinosaurs. I'm scared about the time that will invest in this game.
It's okay. I'm just gonna bill it as overtime.
Yeah. I have a wife though, but it's okay. Anyways, guys, of course, everything that we currently or just showed you right now, also the links, to the white paper, to the YouTube channel, to the official website, it will be in the description down below.
Right.
So check that definitely out. This is not the last video. So from my side,
not even close.
See you in the next one.
And as always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And make sure you hit that bell icon so that you can stay notified whenever we go live or post new content, especially about Cradles.
Hit the bell.
We'll see you in the next one.
Hit the bell.
So today we're going to do something a little bit different. I don't know why my voice just cracked, but let's go with it. Puberty is a really strange time in a 29-year-old's life.